Hello everybody, it's the Lawn Gnome, and I'm coming at you today with your May 2016 Funko Pop update. I don't think it's going to be another long one, but it is going to be a longer one than last month, because in the last week, before I decided to record this video, we just got an influx of amazing specials and exclusives and glam shots, thanks to some of the best resources around. And I'm looking forward to bringing that all to you. But of course, as always, before we get into all of the awesome news that Funko has to offer, let's take a look at how my collection has been going. So would anyone like to venture a guess at to what Pops we're reviewing today? Well, obviously, because of the season premiere of the 6th season of Game of Thrones, I felt that it was only appropriate that we review my Game of Thrones Pops. Now, I'm going to put a link to my Funko Pops tag in the box below because I specifically mentioned in the question that I created, which Pop line do I want to steer clear of the most? And I always say the Game of Thrones because of how massive this collection is. However, there were these specific Pops that made me bite the bullet to a certain degree. I'm still not collecting the entire series because I decided to go with some of the most unique Pops minus one, and it's because of how incredibly special they truly are. And the first one, of course, is one that I did not anticipate, and it is the number 38 in the Game of Thrones line, the Iron Throne from New York City Comic Con, and I was fortunate enough to find it in one of my Hot Topics, and I absolutely love the design. I reviewed it once before at Teddy Jet's house, but now that I have my own to showcase, because I got it for a 2-for-1 deal, this is one of the best crafted Pops I've ever seen. Just the detail and everything. Everything from the swords engraved in the vinyl in the front and the back. It just looks like it actually is a whole bunch of swords melded together, pretty much like it's supposed to be in the book and on the show, because it is definitely one of the most beautifully designed props in the entire series. And I absolutely love the fact that I have it, because when I finally decided that I was going to get it, I did, because I felt that this is pretty much the number one thing that people think about when they think of Game of Thrones. But now let's take a look at one that I decided to finally go for, and it, of course, is my favorite character in the series, next to Peter Baelish and Lord Varys. Not Drogon, we're looking at Tyrion Lannister. And the reason why I got him was because there was a little deal that was being offered on Amazon saying, if you buy this amount of money, you can get this Pop for $5.99, so I was like, for $5, why not? And this is the first one in the entire Game of Thrones series, and while the paint job is pretty bad, especially in regards to the details on the hand and the details on the feet, there's a lot of scuffs and paint linkage, I still absolutely love this Pop because of the fact that he is much smaller than other Pops, and I just love Tyrion as a whole. I think Peter Dinklage does a wonderful job playing Tyrion, and truthfully, I like to do this, because I truly feel out of all the characters in Game of Thrones, he's the one that truly belongs on the throne. However, some could disagree when we take a look at this young lady right here, the mother of dragons herself, Lady Daenerys Targaryen, with Drogon. It's a Pop ride, and I think it's the best Pop ride in the entire ride series. It's gorgeous. Daenerys is a beautiful Pop. The pose is unique. Her hairstyle is absolutely beautiful, and the pose that she has, just being able to sit on Drogon, is so different from any other Pop ride that I have seen, and let's not discount Drogon. I love the details in his wings, in his tail, the way that he is positioned. It really is one of the best Pops that I have ever seen in the entire Funko collection. And with that, I present you my Game of Thrones collection. Will I be getting any more? At this point in time, probably not, unless something truly unique comes out. These are my Game of Thrones Pops. So once again, we're going to try and keep this in some kind of an order. There's a lot of exclusives that are actually going to fall into certain categories, so it only makes sense for me not to put them ahead of all of the other specific lines that we're going to go over. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to start in a certain place and work our way till the very end. So what we're going to do is we're going to first start off with some movies before we get into exclusives, and we're going to take a look at the fact that There's going to be more Willy Wonka Pops. All of the kids as well as Grandpa Joe. Well, not all of the kids. One of them is actually missing. But I absolutely love the diversity in all of these Pops, and especially because of the fact that Mike TV also comes with a miniature version of himself. And if you haven't seen the Gene Wilder classic, shame on you. But taking a look at the fact that one of the children is missing, that of course is Violet, and I know exactly what happens to her in that movie, so maybe we're going to get an oversized Blueberry Pop version of her? Who knows? Let's find out and see what happens. Also, we've got a better look at the brand new Ghostbusters line. I've seen the trailers. I have nothing to say. I'm neutral here. Will I see it? I'm not sure, but apparently Pop is getting in on the bandwagon here, and they are giving us a whole new line of all new Ghostbusters characters, and as soon as there is a better glam shot of the brand new Pop ride, which is the brand new Ecto-1, I will definitely bring that to you. I knew that this was coming out, and we've got aliens, and I love the fact that the Alien Queen is an oversized Pop. I am pretty sure that that's going to be one of the more popular ones out there, as well as Ripley, of course, played by Sigourney Weaver. But the one thing that I'm not too thrilled about is the picture here. We've got an oversized Alien Queen, and we just have regular Ripley. I really thought that we were going to get a Pop ride of Ripley in the forklift robot. I mean, come on. If you're going to reenact sequences between these two characters, wouldn't that make more sense just so you could do this?
Get away from her, you bitch!
Yeah, that's pretty much what I would do, but I have no intentions on getting them. I will not deny that the details are amazing, and I'm sure that people are going to be very excited for this line. And then, of course, we've got Flash Gordon. I had mentioned them before, and now we have a better look at them, and they all look fantastic, especially when it comes to their details. And now let's take a look at some of the exclusives of two brand new Freddy Funko Pops. One plain Freddy Funko and an NFL version of Freddy Funko with, of course, a detachable helmet. We've also got an Entertainment Earth exclusive of a glimmering red Anger, which I think is pretty cool. A lot of people do like those crystal forms. I think that's what they're called. I'm not exactly sure, but that is definitely something that people are going to enjoy. And of course, we've got Hot Topic bringing a whole bunch of exclusives, including a flocked Bambi, a Jean in burger suit from Bob's Burgers, and a exclusive Sailor Moon of her holding her star staff, as well as the injured Luna. And I love the fact that it's capitalizing on the anime mannerisms by giving her a band-aid on the forehead. I just think that that's really funny because I love that little cliche anime thing when it actually happens in all versions of anime television series. In the world of video games, we have some exclusives. The first thing is a GameStop exclusive where you can actually go and get 4 versions of a Space Marine from the video game line of Doom. You can get a white, a gold, a blue, and a red. I've actually seen them in stores. I have no intentions of getting them, but I'm pretty sure that Doom fans out there are going to just run rampant and get their hands on all of those. We've also got an FYE exclusive double pack of Duratan and Orgrim from the new Warcraft movie, and these, of course, are fantastically detailed Pops. I love the way they look. I don't understand what the true value of this double pack would be because they're not metallics, they're not glow-in-the-darks or anything. Unless somebody knows something that I don't know, please let me know. But that is what we've got now in terms of Warcraft and exclusives with video games. To finish off the video games, this is definitely something great to talk about, but also something sad to talk about, and it is the fact that there are going to be Street Fighter Pops. I had mentioned them way back when, but now they are officially happening, and this is the first set, including famous heroes like Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li, and Cammy. But one of the things that I'm really upset about is the fact that these are in the Pop Asia line, which means they're not going to be in the United States. Why? Does anyone not know how popular this video game was in the history of American video game playing? I mean, come on, why is this not here? I'm hoping that this series will make it to the United States soon, because who in God's name, if you're a huge old school video game fan, would not want one of these? We've also got another exclusive series of Star Wars, and that is 4 very interesting looking Pops. One of them is an AT-AT Walker, and one of them is a character that I have no idea who that is, but of course I know the alien species because it has been featured in numerous amounts of Star Wars films. But we've also got Plo Koon And we've got Kit Fisto, 2 Jedi Knights from the prequel trilogy, and I'm glad to see them actually coming out, especially considering the fact that there really aren't that many Episode 1 through 3 pops, and I really feel that this trilogy is being neglected, and we really should see more of them, as far as I'm concerned. And now let's take a look at the wide world of sports. We have got the UFC line, which is no longer exclusive. They are officially going to be everywhere, including, of course, everyone's favorite female UFC fighter, Ronda Rousey. I'm pretty sure that a lot of fans out there are going to get their hands on those. We've also got NFL Wave 3. And we are seeing a whole new bunch of football players, including Cam Newton, Todd Gurley, and of course AC/DC from the Oakland Raiders, just to name a few, but I gotta tell you, I'm not enjoying this wave at all. I mean, do we really need to have Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers in their winter fuzzy hats? I don't like the fact that there's no longer detachable helmets on any of these guys. I don't like the fact that there's still some teams that are not being featured, like the Jets, the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Bills. I mean, don't you think that it's time that all of the teams should have at least one pop? I'm a Jets fan. I would love to have one of these athletes in pop form. Sports are really important to me, and I already do have a Mr. Met pop, and I'm trying to find myself a Carmelo Anthony, or maybe I should wait for a possible Kristaps Porzingis from the Knicks, but, you know, I'd love to have a Jets pop, because there's so many Jets players that I feel are worthy to become in pop form. Most would disagree with me, but players like Darrelle Revis, Nick Mangold, Mohamed Wilkerson, I feel that they're worthy of becoming pop, so where is my Jets pop, people? Come on, make it happen. Let's take a look at the wonderful world of anime. Of course, the Sailor Moon line, which I'm sure everybody is looking forward to. There's even people that have already gotten their hands on this new series. We've also got Wave 2 of Dragon Ball Z, including 2 versions of the characters from Dragon Ball, which are Goku on the Nimbus, as well as Bulma. I think that these are great looking pops, although I have to say I'm not too thrilled with the trunks, but I know for a fact that 2 of these are going to be mine, and who they will be, you will have to see when I officially have them, so I can show them to you in another pop update. This is one of the weird things that I've seen. It's sort of like a manga slash comic book thing. It was actually done by Tom DeLonge from Blink-182, and it's Poet Anderson, the Dreamwalker. I've never heard of this before in my life, but when I saw this pop, I had to do my research. Apparently, it is huge. I've never seen this before in my life, so please put your comments in the box below. I'd love to know more about this character. And before we get into the big one, we're going to take a look at the brand new installment from Series 7 of the Disney line, and of course that is Doug from the movie Up. I absolutely love this character. He is so cute. I can watch his scenes in the movie, I don't even know how many times, but I just love Doug, and I'm sure that there's going to be so many people that are going to add Doug to their collection. And now we're going to take a look at comic book characters. In film, in comics, in movies, what have you. So it's going to be a long one, folks. Exclusives, extensions, etc. We're going to start off with 2 exclusives. One, a GTS exclusive. I don't know what GTS is, because I know for a certain fact that it is not GameStop. And also Walmart is coming out with an exclusive as well. We've got a Captain Marvel mask and a glitter Black Panther. I have a feeling that the Black Panther is going to sell. Now that I've seen Civil War, Black Panther was definitely one of the highlights of the film, so I'm sure that there are people that are going to go out and get him as well, especially because of how massive that Civil War collection is. We've also got, of course, the Marvel Collector Core Double Pack exclusive, which was Iron Man versus Captain America. It looks great. I love the poses. It reminds me of the Batman v Superman, but I love the fact that they also did what they did for Superman, which is putting Iron Man on a little base as if he is hovering above Captain America, and I love the pose that Captain America has. And then we're going to cap off Marvel by taking a look at the 3rd S.H.I.E.L.D. agent that is coming to the Marvel line, and that, of course, is Daisy, or the hero name of Quake, played, of course, by Chloe Bennett. I loved her on the show. I don't watch the show anymore. It kind of went downhill for me, but I'm sure that so many people are going to go out and get their hands on Quake. And finally, we're going to cap it off with DC. 2 new Toys R Us exclusives. Toys R Us is going back into the game. They've already done it once with a Batman v Superman metallic double pack, but now they're going to be giving us multicolored versions of Raven of Teen Titans Go. You can get her in either red or orange. Another interesting double pack that is coming out is the FYE exclusive metallic double pack of Joker and Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. Now, I know what the actual single Joker is going to look like when it comes out in its own pop, and I am so excited for it, but this one's pretty cool too. I like the fact that he's got the purple jacket on. I don't know if this is also going to be a standalone pop on its own, because normally when it comes to metallic ones or double packs, unless it's coming in one of those monthly boxes, it's usually something that you can't get in store. So I have a strange feeling that this version of the Joker is going to be sold on its own as well, but I will definitely say that I'm going to go with the other one where he is bare-chested and has his arms flailed out and smiling. But these are really cool, and I'm pretty sure that people are going to go and get these exclusives. And probably the most hilarious pops that I never saw coming, we're going back to the 1966 Batman television series. We're not getting Penguin, Riddler, or Batgirl, but we are getting the Surf's Up Batman and Joker. Look at these. They've got their surfboards, they've got their swimming trunks over their costumes. I cannot look at these and not laugh my head off internally. It is just hilarious that Funko really goes out of their way to give us some of the most obscure references to pop culture just to truly get the fans excited. And I know people who have never collected pops in their lives. When they found out that these were coming out, they actually pre-ordered them. I'm not joking. They're coming out in September, let's hope, and I'm just so impressed that Funko goes out of their way to give us pops that look like these. And maybe this does mean that the rest of my 1966 Batman series that I want so badly will finally come to be, because to have a Riddler, Penguin, and Batgirl, and whoever else they decide to put out there that is not already released would just make me so freaking happy. Thank you guys very much as always. It is such a pleasure to bring you guys Funko news whenever it may hit. Feel free to leave your comments in the box below. Let me know what you're looking forward to. If you have any questions about how to find pops, let me know. I'm always willing to give you guys the lowdown on the best of the world of Funko. So until the next update, I'll see you then, and actions speak louder than words.